What's up guys, thank you to back my channel today. I will telling about the year 1971. Stands as one of the most significant in modern American numismatic history. After a hiatus of more than 36 years, the United States Mint introduced a new circulating $1 coin, reviving a denomination that had been absent since the end of the peace dollar series in 1935. This new coin, large, heavy, and bold, would become known around the world as the Eisenhower dollar. The 1971 issue is more than a coin. It is a product of politics, diplomacy, monetary transition, and national symbolism. It represents a moment when the United States stepped into a new era. The end of the silver standard. The passing of a World War II hero. The excitement of the Apollo space program. The changing face of American currency. This script tells the complete, detailed story of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, from its origins in Congress to its design, metal composition, controversies, circulation challenges, and eventual legacy. The dollar coin before 1971. The long silence after the peace dollar. The last circulating US $1 coin before 1971 was the 1935 peace dollar. After that, the Great Depression, the Second World War, and major changes in American commerce reduced the need for large silver dollars. Paper notes replaced them easily. Banks rarely requested metallic dollars. By the 1950s and 1960s, the silver dollar was little more than a collector's item. When silver prices began rising in the 1960s, the internal metal value of silver coins approached their face value. People began hoarding coins, especially silver dollars, silver quarters, and silver half dollars. The coin shortage of the 1960s. The United States faced a dramatic coin shortage between 1963 and 1965. The public believed silver coins would soon disappear. And they were right. In 1965, Congress passed the Coinage Act, eliminating silver from dimes and quarters and reducing silver content in half dollars. The dollar coin, however, was left untouched simply because none were being made. The political desire to bring back a dollar coin. By the late 1960s, political interest grew in reviving the silver dollar, not for silver value, but for symbolic and practical reasons. Western states, Nevada, Colorado, demanded dollar coins for casinos. Economists wanted coins instead of paper notes because they lasted longer. Some in government believed the nation needed a new commemorative coin. All these forces would converge in 1969 and 1970 after the death of a major American figure. The impact of Dwight D. Eisenhower. President Eisenhower's death, 1969. Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of Allied Forces in Europe during World War II, 34th President of the United States, and a symbol of American leadership, died on March 28, 1969. His passing became the catalyst for many commemorative proposals across Congress. Congress considers an Eisenhower commemorative coin. Senators and representatives began drafting coin bills to honor Eisenhower. Several proposals emerged. A silver dollar for collectors. A circulating dollar coin. A commemorative half dollar. A medal program. However, because the United States had recently removed silver from most coins, the government faced a decision. Should a new dollar coin be made of silver? Or follow the new copper-nickel-clad standard? This debate became intense. Politics, silver, and the birth of the Eisenhower dollar. The silver debate. Western representatives demanded a 40% silver dollar coin to continue a tradition of silver mining. Treasury officials, however, argued that the U.S. could not afford to continue minting silver money. After months of debate, a compromise was reached. Circulating Eisenhower dollars, for everyday use, would be copper-nickel clad. Special collector versions would be minted in 40% silver. This dual metal system would become a hallmark of the 1971 and later Ike dollars. Public Law 91 to 605, official approval, 1970. On December 31, 1970, President Richard Nixon signed Public Law 91 to 605, officially authorizing the Eisenhower dollar. It approved a circulating coin honoring Eisenhower, a reverse celebrating the Apollo 11 moon landing, both clad and silver-clad versions. America would soon see its first dollar coin in decades. Designing the 1971 Eisenhower dollar. Chief engraver Frank Gasparo. Frank Gasparo, the U.S. Mint's chief engraver, was assigned to design the new coin. Gasparo was already known for the reverse of the Lincoln Memorial Cent, the Kennedy half-dollar reverse. His job was to create a coin honoring Eisenhower while also symbolizing the nation's space achievements. The obverse, front, design. The obverse depicts a powerful profile of Dwight D. Eisenhower. Gasparo aimed to capture Eisenhower's character, firm, steady, dignified, and calm. Inscriptions. Liberty. In God We Trust. 1971. Mint mark, none for Philadelphia, D for Denver, S for San Francisco. The reverse, back, design, Apollo 11 mission patch. The reverse is based on the official Apollo 11 insignia. An eagle landing on the moon. An olive branch in its talons. Earth visible in the background. This design integrated two national symbols. Peace, olive branch. American achievement, moon landing. The coin honored both Eisenhower and the space program he helped develop as president. Metal composition and production. Two compositions in 1971. 1971 Eisenhower dollars came in two metal types. A. Copper nickel clad, for circulation. Outer layers, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Core, pure copper. Total weight, 22.68 grams. Diameter, 38.1 millimeters. B. 40% silver-clad versions, collector only. 60% copper core. 80% silver/20% copper outer layers. Weight, 24.59 grams. Minted only at San Francisco. Mints involved. 3 U.S. mints produced the $1,971. Philadelphia Mint, circulation strikes, no mint mark. Denver Mint, circulation strikes, D. San Francisco Mint, 40%. Silver collector coins in proof and uncirculated, S. The challenge of striking such a large coin. The Eisenhower dollar was the largest clad coin the mint had ever produced. The presses struggled with metal flow, die cracking, weak strikes. This led to many die varieties and errors in 1971. Varieties and errors of the 1971 dollar. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar is famous for its variety complexity. The 1971 P-peg leg variety. The peg leg, like, shows a weakened bottom on the R of Liberty, caused by polish and die wear. The 1971 S silver proof variants. Some proofs show frosted cameo, deep cameo, light cameo. Collectors today value these differences heavily. Striking errors. $1,971 feature common errors. Off-center strikes. Double dies. Planchet flaws. Die cracks. Clipped planchets. The 1971 no S error, extremely rare. A few coins from proof sets were struck without the S mint mark. These are among the rarest Eisenhower dollars ever found. Release and public reception. The public anticipation. America had not seen a dollar coin since 1935, so there was excitement. But there was also skepticism. The coin was very large, very heavy, too big for vending machines, not convenient for pockets. Casinos in Nevada loved it. Casinos used large dollar coins for slot machines. As soon as 1971 Ikes were released, millions were shipped to Las Vegas. General public reaction. Regular Americans found the new dollar fun to collect, impractical to carry. Great for giving as gifts. Too bulky for daily use. This would later contribute to the dollar coin's failure in circulation. Economic and historical context of 1971. The end of the Bretton Woods system. In 1971, President Nixon closed the gold window, ending dollar convertibility to gold. This made the dollar a purely fiat currency for the first time. Rising metal prices. As silver prices climbed, making a circulating silver dollar was impossible. Thus, the clad composition was both practical and symbolic. Inflation and changing currency usage. Inflation in the early 1970s weakened the purchasing power of the dollar. Demand for small change increased, but demand for dollar coins did not. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar in circulation. Usage in everyday life. Most Americans rarely saw or used $1,971 coins. They were used for bank transactions, collecting, casino slot machines, government payments to certain institutions, issues with vending machines. The Ike dollar was incompatible with almost all vending machines. Manufacturers refused to redesign machines because the coin was too large. The public did not want large coins. The coin's bulkiness. The Eisenhower dollar weighed nearly the same as a $50 plus a quarter. People simply didn't want to carry it. Collector interest. The popularity of the 1971 silver versions. The U.S. Mint sold millions of silver sets. Collectors viewed the 1971 silver Ike dollar as the first U.S. silver coin of the new era. The development of Ike dollar specialists. By the 1980s and 1990s, collectors began studying die varieties, hub changes, strike differences, planchet issues. The 1971 Ike became the foundation of modern Ike dollar research. The legacy of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar. A bridge between silver and modern coinage. The 1971 Ike dollar is historically important because it represents the first clad U.S. dollar coin, the last large-sized dollar coin, the transition from silver to modern metals. Symbolic value. It honors President Eisenhower. The Apollo 11 moon landing. American achievement. Influence on later dollar coins. After the Ike dollar ended in 1978, its failure to circulate influenced future coins. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. The Sacagawea dollar. Presidential dollars. None achieved widespread circulation either. Showing that the problem was not the design, but public habits. 1971 P-values. Low grade, face value. High grade, valuable due to difficult striking. 12.2 1971 D values. Common in low grades. High grades are rare. 1971 S silver proof and uncirculated. Can be valuable depending on condition, cameo level, and minting errors. Grading challenges. Because the Ike is so large, it is prone to contact marks, weak strikes, luster loss. High-grade Ikes command strong premiums. In movies and TV, the Eisenhower dollar appeared in casino scenes. 1970s to 1980s dramas. American historical films. As gifts. The 1971 Ike dollar became a popular baby gift, graduation token, keepsake. In collecting culture, it is now considered a gateway coin for new collectors, a foundational coin for U.S. modern series, a nostalgic piece of 1970s Americana. Conclusion: the enduring story of the 1971 $1 coin. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar is more than just metal. It embodies the memory of a beloved American president, the pride of the Apollo 11 mission, the transformation of U.S. coinage, the reintroduction of the dollar denomination. Though it struggled in circulation, the 1971 Ike dollar remains a historically rich, culturally significant, and collectible coin, marking the beginning of America's modern dollar coin era.